Welcome back to Forza Horizon 6 for our second new car of the week, and this one might be a bit quick. Yesterday, we checked out the Lamborghini Temeraria, which was, all things considered, a lovely car. In that video, I promised you that today we would jump in and check out the Car Pass car for this week. And boys, I got a sneaking suspicion this thing might be OP. I know you're looking at this going, Nick, why are you excited about some clapped out 70s SUV, Land Cruiser looking thing? This might very well be one of the fastest off-road cars in this game. I do not know. So today, we're gonna find out. Bone stock, we've got 130 horsepower, 200 foot-pounds of torque. It's an inline six? Really? Dude, I gotta say, I think it looks sick. Is it an inline six? Whoa, it is! RB26 at home. Kind of. Oh my god, look at how raw this is. I don't know what that pink fluid is. Is that cooling? There's a window washer reservoir. There's the horn. Dude, you can even see the steering like thing going straight to the front. That's sick. Actually, wait. Can you take the top off? What? That's not exactly what I meant. Yo, Philip just dropped 100 gift subs on the channel. What the shit? Yo, refund. Hit him with that refund twist. Chat says this mogs the Unimog. As per usual, AR12... Holy, we just spoke the Unimogs into existence. I'm gonna be honest, there aren't really all that many fun facts about the Nissan Patrol. Here's all you need to know about it. Before the days of luxury cars being, or SUVs being luxury cars, people made off-roaders for, well, off-roading. And it was pretty successful. Nissan started making this car in the 60s, and it ran all the way up until the 90s. It had a 20-plus year run. Usually, over a 20-year run of a car, you'd expect them to do some upgrades to it. Like, I don't know, upgrade the engine, maybe throw a new engine in, give it a facelift, maybe some new suspension stuff and things like that. I'm gonna be honest, you will never guess what they upgraded on this over its 20-year life. Number one, they upgraded the brakes. And when I say brakes, I actually mean only the front brakes. And number two, they upgraded the wipers and they gave it a second wiper, and that's it. That's all they changed over 20 years of this car being made. That is incredible. That is a car doing its job, and I like it. So you might be able to see, oh, hey, this one has two wipers. Upgrade. Chat says, why is this thing so special? So, to be quite honest, it's actually not that special. Don't get me wrong, they're cool cars and things like that, but no, they're not the fastest. You're never gonna win any awards with them. However, the reason I'm so excited about this being in a Forza Horizon game is because generally, when we have cars like this, like the FJ40 or the International Scout, they are straight up some of the fastest off-roading cars in this game, and so much so, they dominate leaderboards, and at least in the case of Forza Horizon 5, the International Scout was one of, if not the most OP car in that game. And it makes me wonder if they're fairly similar. What about this? This is a bit of an interesting one though, because this car is DLC, right? This is a part of the Car Pass. This is not a regular festival playlist car. You have to pay money for this. So, as we had last week or the week before, whenever it was, with the Alfa Romeo, do we have a second pay-to-win car on our hands? Full disclosure, I'm probably gonna end up downloading a tune, so don't worry about my actual upgrades we end up applying. I'm just gonna go through, see what's possible, and then go see what Golden made, to be quite honest. So, we have a bunch of engine swaps. How many? Dude, we have 10 different engine swaps. Are you kidding me? RB26, Turbo Rally. Wasn't expecting to see that. 5-liter V8 diesel, 6.2-liter V8, 3.5 V8 twin turbo. Sick. Love that. 4.8-liter V10. That's a Lexus LFA. 3.8 V6 twin turbo. Hello, Nissan GTR. 4-liter V8. That's the GR-GT. Then we've got a 2JZ with 800 horsepower and a racing V8 with 850. Whoa. You get an engine swap. You get an engine swap. For this thing to probably be OP, I would imagine there's no Dodge Viper V10, but I would imagine a lot of people are going to be running this racing V8. Anyways, we are already all-wheel drive. We can make it rear-wheel drive, not necessary for this. We can add a supercharger to the stock engine if you're so inclined. Hey, we got body mods. Oh, never mind. That was a lie. That's not what I was expecting to see. Wait. So you're telling me you can either have the tiny little bumper or you can have this. There's no option to remove the bumper. I guess because the bumper connects right up to the frame, you can't actually remove it. I mean, it would have been nice if we could have just hidden it. It has leaf springs in the front. Jesus Christ. Yo, smash. Oh my God. Yo, chat. Question. How many cars in Forza Horizon 6 have seats facing the wrong way? This, the Unimog, the limo. I mean, the Subaru Brat, they face backwards. Somebody figure that out and let me know. I'm interested. Anyways, we also have side skirt. Okay. Can we stop calling those side skirts, please? They're mud flaps. We can go in and upgrade our tires. We're on rally tires, bone stock. Interesting. Upgrade to sport, street, semi-slick. There's full slicks, drift tires, proper upgraded rally tires, which, I mean, don't actually crank your PI as much as you think it would. Then you've got some chunky off-road tires. Very nice. Drag tires, snow tires. It would have been nice to get some, like, vintage tires for this. We've got 170s bone stock. We can go up to 240s. 170 in the rear, 240 in the rear. We could make our actual tires bigger. Unfortunately, there's no actual engine spacers on this though. So I hope you're happy with the fitment. A little bit disappointing if you ask me, but I guess it is what it is. All right, after that, you've got all the regular drivetrain stuff in there. Oh, fun fact, I don't know if you noticed when we were driving it around, it is a 3-speed bone stock, so I'd highly recommend swapping in like a 6 or a 7-speed. We can upgrade the brakes, very nice. That gives us some more efficiency. We are, devs, what are we doing? I thought we've had this conversation. I thought the developers were on the same page as us. Clearly not. Apparently, we need to bring back trucks can drift. Now that I say that, you know how we have to review all these cars, and at the end of the video, we give them a review and like I tell you if it's worth it or not. I think the highest this car can score already is mid. That's actually crazy for a DLC car. Anyways, rally suspension, I guess. The fact that you can't even put race suspension on either is insane. You do have weight reduction, so we're 3,500 pounds. We can remove, geez, only 600 pounds? Chad, is this car a shitbox? Oh no. Like, dude. The engine swaps are great, right? That's awesome, 10 on 10. But then you have no customizable aero for it, so you can never tune your aero because the front bumper is not adjustable. The tire thickness maxes out at 240, so it's never gonna be that grippy. Like, actually, what are we doing? Yo, Golden, you made a tune for this, right, huh? Golden's got a GTR-powered patrol or an A-class patrol. Golden, which one do you recommend? We can either run 600 horsepower in the GTR or 1,001. Okay, 1,001. This is gonna be one of the cars I've ever driven. All right, anyways, last but not least, let's hit up the paint booth and see what we can do. Hey, we've got advanced paint group. So we've got some nice colors. I really like that. Really like that. Really like that. Dude, they did colors better. What's the advanced paint group though? Nice. Okay, I'm gonna run this though. What a lovely paint color. Golden, I trust you. I'm gonna go take this thing online and I have some hot takes to share. I guess we'll get into that. Okay, I have a sneaking suspicion not many people play cross-country in this game, huh? Cross-country A-class? I have a sneaking suspicion I might need to go to Rivals because I don't think I'm really gonna find out if this thing's OP in a lobby of a 1v1. I mean, actually, let's judge it solely off this landing. Okay, so the Nissan Patrol's a bit shit. I've been noticing over the past little while on my videos, specifically the ones about car pass cars, right? And specifically the ones where I've had not the nicest comments to make about cars. There's always people in the comments who basically go, but Nick, the thing you're requesting isn't realistic. It would never happen. Brother, what? I said last week when the Aston Martin DB7 came to the game, I said it'd be so sick to get a Zagato kit for it. And a lot of people went, but Nicholas, the Zagato's a completely different car. When we had the Corolla, I said, what about some cool wide body stuff? And they go, but hey, I have a question. Why are there people on the internet who are okay with mediocrity in things that they pay for? Just saying. Just a question. Because when I pay for something, I want it to be good. And I want it to be worth it. No! Don't reset me! Oh, how did I just get hit? Brother, where was the ghosting? I don't understand why people are okay spending real life money for something that just could have been better. I guarantee you it's going to be the same thing under the comments of this video. There's going to be people going, but Nick, trucks and SUVs have never had drift suspension in a Forza game. Why would this one? You shouldn't have expected them to have drift suspension. I don't know. Maybe because it's a highly requested feature that would give some more life to this car and actually make it a little bit more worth it. Just saying. Is that too much to ask? Here's the thing. I understand there's people who like the developers and say they can do no wrong. I'm just saying, at the end of the day, I just want players to have as much freedom as possible. And if that means putting a car into an unrealistic scenario in a game, I'm okay with that. Just saying. Anyways, let's see how it is. I actually have a couple... Holy shit. I actually have no idea what's even fast in these classes for cross country. So, okay, I'm going to rivals. Let's just pick a random and go head to head with them, and we'll see where I end up after one attempt. Starting off with a bit of a ski jump. Anyways, carry on. Let's go. Uh-oh, I'm going in the wall. All right, one attempt starting now. As it turns out, Nissan could have done a little bit more upgrading to the brake, but it is what it is. Whoa, Golden made a sick car, though. Uh-oh, I thought I was about to flip. Oh, no. No! That's style points. Yo, if I beat this guy and do a 360 in the middle of the run, actually bad manners. Say brake, brake, brake before the jump. I don't want to get too much air. Beautiful. We're catching. Uh-oh. Oh, you're shitting me, dude. Oh, I'm so cooked. Downshift. I'm good. The car is totally driving itself right now. It's going to the left. I don't know why. Just please give me good landing. That's all I ask. Beautiful landing. Get him! Get him! Woo! Got it! Oh, no. Oh, no. No! And across the line. Turns out, if you do a 360 in the middle of your run, it does have some consequences on the finishing time. Let's just see where I finished overall. I'm top 1% of players. Yo, I'm 387th place in the world on that track, and I did a 360 in the middle? What? I did a 2 minutes 20. Okay, so the world record's 15 seconds faster. Turns out, the Nissan Patrol is not OP. I think that's a given. But I wonder if we could do a wheelie with it. If the developers won't let me have any fun with it by drifting, which I will still attempt, I will go and create my own fun by making it do a wheelie. How hard can it be? I know that there's gonna be people commenting under this video just basically complaining that I'm complaining. I just want the game to be better, give more freedom, give more options, and I want the game to be better, more accessible for everyone. And I don't think restricting people's fun and freedom, aka no drift suspension for truck, is a good idea of doing that. Oh, what does the roll cage look like, actually? Hold on, convertible. Classic, classic. Stop saying insert thing would be unrealistic in my game that literally encourages me to yeet vehicles off the side of a mountain and lets me race a giant robot. Let's go see if I can do a wheelie, because at least that would make me happy. Come on, get up. Get up, buddy. Yes! Okay, real talk, this can definitely do a reverse wheelie. Oh, it's just... Yes! Yes! I would just like to remind you, This game is too realistic to give a car drift suspension. Meanwhile, the realistic racing game in question. Dude, it's pretty good at it, too. Am I really about to go and do the stupidest thing of my life and try to drift this goddamn thing with no drift suspension? I'm gonna give this the benefit of the doubt, right? I'm gonna give it its best chance to do well. Should I go big horsepower? 2JZ go burr? Actually, if I do run all-wheel drive, there is actually a better chance that this could work because I'm gonna be steering straight and just relying on the car, like, horsepower to push it. I'm gonna have to keep it on rally suspension. That is my only option for maximum steering angle. I'm just so blown away, dude. I really thought for a new game, we would get something a little better than this. I really did. You know what I think hurts even more for this car is I think it's the fact that this car had so much potential. It was genuinely vying with the FJ40, like I was saying, with the International Scout, like I was saying. And now, this is what we got. We have no customizable aero. We've got tiny, skinny tires. The engine swaps and the horsepower is good, but you can't put that power down with any reasonable accuracy, I should say. I don't get it. Dude, look at this too. Look what I just noted. You can't even remove the spare tire on the back. I don't understand the choices. Coco says, crazy how if this thing had been added in FH4 or 5, it would have been hard meta, but now it's just super mid. Exactly what I'm saying. And I'm not saying I want the car to be unbelievably meta and for another pay-to-win car to come into the game. That's not what I'm saying. It's almost the fact that it's just missed opportunities. Anyways, I'm gonna try to do my best with no... Do you see the problem? Do you see the problem? Look, 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 look. When I'm steering, this is my maximum steering angle. AKA, that's pretty much the maximum drift I can hold if I want to actually be in control of my car. Like this, I'm not actually in control of my car. My car's just sliding until I get my steering angle in check and I can grip up again. Not in control, not in control, not in control, really not in control. And in control. Here we go. Same thing here. In control. In control. Go for a bit more angle. Out of control. In control. I'm not relying on the steering or even the car. I'm just relying on the tires to not grip. I'm just so disappointed, dude. Like, I really thought we would have left the no drift suspension for the off-roader thing in Forza Horizon 5. I'm gonna give the car pass one more chance. Next week, we have the Prius Prime. If the Toyota Prius is another L, I'm just not gonna make videos on the car pass cars anymore because I can't be bothered because it's just not worth it. I'm not gonna sit here and complain about the same thing every week and have the developers not care enough to put it in the game. It makes no sense to limit freedom for fun cars to make them enjoyable to drive in different aspects.